The latest All Blacks team announcement has sparked plenty of discussion ahead of the nation's championship clash with Italy, and while many supporters expected sweeping changes against a side considered less formidable than upcoming opponents, head coach Dave Rennie has instead chosen stability over experimentation. The decision has immediately become one of the biggest talking points in international rugby because it offers an early glimpse into how Dave Rennie intends to build his squad moving forward. Rather than using this fixture as an opportunity to hand starts to several newcomers, the coaching staff has shown clear faith in the players who have already established themselves within the squad, suggesting that consistency is viewed as the quickest route to developing combinations capable of challenging the world's strongest nations. Although there are several fresh faces in the matchday group, the overall message is unmistakable. Earn your opportunity, but expect to fight hard to keep it. Rugby supporters across New Zealand have reacted with mixed opinions. Some believe the cautious approach is exactly what the All Blacks need after recent seasons of transition, arguing that successful international teams are built on settled combinations instead of constant experimentation. Others feel that a match against Italy would have been the perfect chance to broaden the squad's experience before much tougher encounters later in the campaign. Regardless of which side of the debate fans support, the announcement has once again placed Dave Rennie firmly under the spotlight. Every selection is being examined, every omission is being questioned, and every tactical decision will ultimately be judged by what happens once the players run onto the field. Among the most significant inclusions is Tupou Vaa'i, whose return provides an immediate boost to the forward pack. Missing the previous match because of concussion, Tupou Vaa'i is widely regarded as one of the first names on the team sheet when fully fit. His athleticism around the field, physical presence in defense, and reliability at the lineout make him one of the key building blocks of this current All Black side. His return is not viewed as a gamble, but as the restoration of one of the squad's most dependable performers. Alongside him, Wallace Sititi continues to earn praise for his rapid development. Many observers believe Wallace Sititi has all the qualities needed to become one of New Zealand's premier loose forwards for years to come. His ability to carry strongly into contact, compete fiercely at the breakdown, and defend tirelessly across the park has made him an increasingly valuable asset. The selection of Tyrel Lomax also reinforces the desire for continuity. Few players have demonstrated greater consistency in recent seasons, and Tyrel Lomax brings experience, power, and technical excellence at scrum time. Rather than risking an inexperienced front row, the coaching group has opted for a proven performer capable of laying the platform the backs require. In the midfield, Billy Proctor receives another valuable opportunity to strengthen his claim for a permanent place. Having previously impressed under Scott Robertson, Billy Proctor has continued to show calm decision-making, defensive awareness, and quality distribution. His ability to link effectively with teammates could become increasingly important as the All Blacks continue searching for their strongest midfield partnership. Out wide, Leroy Carter adds genuine excitement. His speed, footwork, and finishing ability have already caught the attention of rugby fans throughout Super Rugby, and another strong international performance could establish him as one of the most dangerous finishers available to Dave Rennie. Yet perhaps the biggest headline surrounding this squad is not who has been selected but who has once again been left out. Beauden Barrett, one of the most decorated players in modern rugby and a centurion for the All Blacks, remains absent from the Matchday 23. For many supporters, that decision came as a genuine surprise. Although his omission against France could be explained by selection strategy and player management, many believe this fixture against Italy would present the ideal opportunity to reintroduce the experienced playmaker. Instead, Dave Rennie has once again backed Ruben Love and Damian McKenzie to guide the attack. That choice sends a powerful message about the direction of the team. Rather than relying on established reputations, the coaching staff appears determined to reward current form, combinations, and tactical fit above all else. Ruben Love continues to impress with his composure under pressure, while Damian McKenzie remains one of the most creative attacking players available to New Zealand. Together they offer pace, unpredictability, and confidence with the ball in hand, qualities that could prove vital as the All Blacks attempt to unlock an organized Italy defense. For Beauden Barrett, however, the situation raises understandable questions. Few players have contributed more to New Zealand rugby over the past decade, Yet international sport moves quickly, and every generation eventually makes way for the next. Whether this omission is temporary or signals a longer-term shift remains one of the biggest stories surrounding the squad. At the same time, the match also represents an important opportunity for newcomers hoping to establish themselves. Anton Segner has earned widespread praise following an outstanding Super Rugby campaign. His work rate, physicality, and willingness to perform the difficult tasks often unnoticed by casual supporters have impressed coaches throughout the competition. Whether competing at the breakdown, making tackles, supporting attacking phases, or contributing at the lineout, Anton Segner has demonstrated the versatility required at international level. His inclusion suggests that Dave Rennie values players capable of consistently influencing every area of the game rather than relying solely on spectacular moments. Joining him is Josh Moorby, another exciting prospect whose performances for the Hurricanes have steadily enhanced his reputation. Blessed with pace, confidence, and strong positional awareness, Josh Moorby now has the opportunity every young New Zealand rugby player dreams about, representing the All Blacks on the international stage. Even if his role initially comes from the bench, every minute becomes a chance to convince the coaching staff that he deserves a larger role in future tests. The spotlight will also fall heavily on the tactical battle between Dave Rennie and the coaching staff of Italy, because international rugby is often decided long before kickoff through preparation, planning, and selection. Dave Rennie has repeatedly spoken about building a squad capable of sustaining success, rather than relying on individual brilliance, and this latest team announcement reflects exactly that philosophy. By keeping the core of the side together, he is giving players another opportunity to strengthen their understanding of one another under pressure, something that becomes increasingly valuable when facing elite opposition later in the season. Continuity creates confidence, and confidence often produces the quick decision-making required at test level. The players now understand that every performance is connected to the next, meaning there is little room for complacency regardless of the opposition. For Italy, this represents a huge challenge but also an enormous opportunity. Over recent years they have steadily improved, producing performances that suggest they are no longer content with simply competing. They want to win, and they want to prove they belong among rugby's strongest nations. Facing the All Blacks remains one of the greatest tests in world rugby, yet it is also one of the biggest stages on which players can transform their careers. Every dominant tackle, every clean break, and every turnover will carry enormous significance as Italy attempts to unsettle one of the sport's most famous teams. Much attention will again focus on Ruben Love, who continues to grow in confidence each time he pulls on the black jersey. The young playmaker has displayed maturity beyond his years, showing an ability to control the tempo while remaining dangerous with ball in hand. His partnership with Damian McKenzie has become one of the most intriguing combinations in the current All Black setup. Damian McKenzie offers creativity, acceleration, and vision that few players in world rugby can match. Whether attacking from deep, creating space for teammates, or exploiting defensive mistakes, he remains one of the side's biggest attacking weapons. Their continued selection over the experienced Beauden Barrett highlights the confidence that Dave Rennie has in the next generation of playmakers. It is never easy to leave a legendary player out of the matchday squad, particularly someone who has contributed so much to New Zealand rugby, but elite sport is driven by difficult decisions rather than comfortable ones. If Beauden Barrett is to force his way back into the side, he will almost certainly need to deliver outstanding performances whenever the opportunity arises. Competition for places remains one of the defining strengths of the All Blacks, and no player's reputation alone is enough to guarantee selection. Up front, the physical battle promises to be fascinating. Tupou Vaa'i will be expected to lead through his work rate, combining powerful carries with relentless defensive effort, while Tyrel Lomax will once again shoulder huge responsibility in the scrum. Modern Test rugby demands forwards who can contribute around the field as much as they do at set piece, and both players have repeatedly shown that they possess the mobility and endurance to meet those expectations.